We're going to step aside for a quick time out here as Cleveland Cobras game day continues here from J.C. Stone Field in Allison Park, Pennsylvania. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network. We're right back after this.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You hear it all the time. Why Youngstown State University? Here's why. Because when it comes to engineering, medicine, sports, business, and the skills you need to take your place in the world, we take a backseat to nobody. Because we're the kind of people who look out for each other. Because we care about you, your success, and our future together. We are Youngstown State University, and now you know why. Cleveland Cobras game day continues here from Allison Park, Pennsylvania, as one of the stories of the day today is going to be the weather, as it is warm down here in the Keystone State, about 86 degrees right now. Feels like right around 90 under the sun. And some humidity here. You can see some of the teams trying to manage the heat, trying to putting on equipment, shoulder pads and jerseys for the most part as they get ready for kickoff. Cleveland coming down here, and they're all white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, black numbers with the green detail around it. Of course, as always, the traditional black helmets with the Cleveland logo on the sides. WPA Wildcats always looking a little bit flashy there under the ownership of Johnny Ray. They're making their way back here in this first year after a couple-year hiatus. They also move over from the GDFL. Last time they were on the field there, they were competing against teams like Erie, who also made their way to the Tri-Point Football League. But today, WPA will be coming in here with the orange jerseys with the black numerals outlined in white and the Wildcat logo on there, the scratches, as well as the black pants with the orange detail and the black helmets with the WPA logo on them. I want to remind you, coming up here in just a short time, Ohio High School football will get started here as Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 network will continue to partner with Sports Radio 1240 and WRQX AM 600 to bring you all the exciting matchups here. We will kick that one off on Thursday, August 22nd. You can join Mark Means and Dave Clark for the opener there. And if you've had the opportunity to take a look at the schedule over on Western Reserve Radio 2 as well as Sports Radio 1240, a lot of exciting matchups coming up here. As I'll try to locate that for you here, we can cover that a little bit. As that schedule, was released on Friday. And, of course, on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. Western Reserve Radio will be bringing you the Poland Bulldogs all season long from Pawlansky Field in Poland. We'll highlight the Bulldogs as in week 1 they will take on the Salem Quakers. And we'll take a moment here, see if we can bring that schedule up for you. As we'll have a 3-game series that week, and also coming up this year, again, will be the Grove City Wolverines after making a deep run into the playoffs last year. They will return. We will bring you all the action here on Saturday. Of course, that also with our own Mark Means. Dave, what's he heading into now? Is 12th, 13th year, 14th year?
20th.
Or 20. That would have been my next guess.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it the other day, and he said it was 20 years.
So Mark Means, 20-year relationship with the Grove City Wolverines. He has seen some changes over there, especially recently under Coach DiDonato, taking that program again deep into the Division III playoffs.
I misunderstood you. I thought you were talking about his high school was 20 years.
Oh,
He's
no.
on 13.
All right, so I was close on that
13
one.
with Grove City. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll open week 1 on a Thursday night, August 22nd. Walsh Jesuit taking on the Ursuline Irish. And then on Friday, Canfield will take on West Branch, as well as the Poland Bulldogs taking on the Salem Quakers. We're going to step aside for another timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff for you here between the Cleveland Cobras and the WPA Wildcats. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
Signature Granite in North Lima is your go-to in the countertop trade. We provide workmanship for both residential and commercial markets. In need of a new look in your kitchen, bathroom, bar, or any other countertop installation? Look no further. Our services include measurements, handcrafted custom fabrication, complete installation, custom edge finishing, and outdoor bars, and much more. For a free estimate, call 330-549-9770 and make your next project a signature.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
This is number 56, Antoine Peterson, known as Tony Sweets. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia1 Network.
Back here at Lieutenant J.C. Stone Field here in Allison Park, Pennsylvania, as we get ready for kickoff here. The Cobras, they'll get the ball to start this one off. WPA will kick off, and we have a full gamut of officials today, a six-man crew for this all-important game. Cleveland, again, 4-3. WPA coming in at 3-4. WPA looking to finish at 500, might improve their playoff chances a little bit in terms of location. Cobras looking to host the game coming up in week 1. And again, WPA making their return after a couple-year hiatus under the owner, Johnny Ray, who's done a fantastic job here. Took a few years off, was the head coach of Kennedy Christian over there in Pennsylvania, but has returned. Had an opportunity briefly to talk to him on the way in. And, of course, the Cleveland Cobras under the ownership of Jesse Caldwell, as well as head coach Adam Rogerson. So we are just moments underway here as we'll get a tee in from the sideline. Actually looked like it came in from the Cleveland sideline for WPA, but nonetheless, that'll work. Looks like Mike Lanier going to kick this one off for WPA. So Emmett Calhoun and Cam McCauley back to return for the Cobras as Lanier will get this one to be an end-over-end straight kick. And it'll bobble its way back to the 5-yard line, picked up, trying to get behind a wall to the far side near the Cleveland sideline. Going to make a few moves and get out near the 19-yard line. And that's where Cleveland will start 1st and 10 to start this game out. Tyree Knight on the return. Of course, Knight with that 73-yard touchdown reception last week on a great pitch and catch from Dave Slap Thompson. So the Cobras 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Just underway here if you're joining us here at J.C. Stone Field in Allison Park, Pennsylvania. After this game, you have to check back on our social media here. As soon as we figure out how the playoffs are going to work, my understanding all 8 teams are going to make it. Teams are playing for seeding. And this one probably the most important in terms of having home field advantage next week. Cleveland now going to come out in a pistol formation. I'll have a fullback to the left of Thompson. D'Angelo Thompson will be a single receiver to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Thompson going to make his way inside slowly into near the hash marks. Thompson with the hard count. He's drawn a lot of defenses off this year as he will hand this one off out to the left side and a cut back. Looked like Javon Washington getting it out to the 23-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. It would be 2nd and 6 for Cleveland. Running off that left side, Washington making one cut and able to pick up about 4 yards. And for Cleveland, their Achilles heel have been penalties and working from behind the yard-to-gain markers all season long. Both teams look like a little light on the roster today, but again, this game important for both of them. So back in the pistol formation. Thompson now with a fullback to his right. Washington behind him. D'Angelo Thompson, single receiver to the near side. Emmett Calhoun to the far side. Thompson taking his time with the hard count. On the read, pitch to the outside. Washington's going to drop it, pick it up, and he's going to be able to regain possession, but going to be a couple yard loss back to the 21-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Cobras. Looked like it was a decent pitch going to the outside there. Washington just not able to pick it up.
Yeah, it looked like he just bobbled it. Sorry, it looks like he just bobbled the ball as he was coming into it to him.
Yeah, got a fortuitous bounce on that as well. Kind of like the way an outfielder would scoop that one up. So 3rd and 8 for the Cobras. Emma Calhoun, the receiver to the far side. Abe Taylor now in the slot as well to that far side. Thompson in the shotgun. He'll have Washington to his left. Look like we're going to have Jerry Cecil in there at the slot. D'Angelo Thompson to the near side. So twin receivers to each side here on 3rd and 8. 12:47 left here, first quarter. Thompson with the hard count, 3-step drop. Fires out to the near side and attempted to get that to D'Angelo Thompson at the 32, but he's going to drop it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like
pass incomplete.
Joe Barrico is going to be coming on for the punting duties today. Looks like they might be short one Ben Lyons today.
Yeah, I was looking at the sidelines and noticed that just Ben isn't there.
Of course, Ben good for a couple weeks ago. 45-yard field goal, 2 of them against the Mahoning Valley Federals a couple weeks ago in Youngstown off a grass surface. As Barrico will come on to punt for the Cobras. I believe that's going to be Dontrell Nolling going to do the long snapping this week for Cleveland. WPA returner going to post up right around his own 34-yard line here. 12:40 left here, first quarter. Cleveland stalls out on their first possession. Decent snap. Barrico get this one off. It's going to be kind of a short punt. Land at the 44-yard line in Cleveland territory and out of bounds to the WPA sideline. And the Wildcats will start off in Cleveland territory. 1st and 10 at the Cobra 44-yard line. WPA rebuilding after a couple weeks of a couple years in on hiatus. I actually marked the ball at the 45. So 12:32 left here, first quarter, no score. Wildcats with their first possession of the day after the Cobra drive stalls out. Cobras pick up 4 on the first play, lose 2, and throw an incomplete pass on third down. 3-man front now for the Cobras. I'll hand it off the left side. Contact made, and pickup of 2. Maybe 3 by WPA. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats, testing that left side. Cam Wells in there for the tackle. Kevin Green also on that front 3, starting for the Cobras. And working a linebacker as well will be Quentin Wells, as well as Terry Hosey. So twin receivers to the far side now for WPA. They're going to step back, 3-step drop, fire out to the flats. That's going to be caught at the 37. Work their way back inside and all the way down near the 25-yard line. Make it to 26, but it'll be 1st and 10 for WPA. 11:43 left here in this first quarter. Paul Jones on the pass. Raphael Hurd with the reception for WPA.